Hi, welcome back to Mark and Cindy's Food Forest here in Lutz, Florida, and I am Tropical Fruit Man, and today we are going to do a full tour again, part 2. And about a year and 2 months ago we did a full tour, part 1, and I got a good response from that, showing everything that we have in our food forest. And we've made a lot of changes since last year. We took out some things and added some things. I moved things around, and everything looks good. We got it all ready to show you today, so we're going to go ahead and do that. But first, I want to thank everybody for watching my channel, for your comments. I know I haven't gotten back to a lot of the comments. It's been a crazy time of the year with the COVID-19 going on, and thank God that everything has gone well for us here. And as a result, I haven't been able to respond to a lot of the comments. I have a lot of things going on right now, but I will get back to you. I will respond to your comments, so be patient with me. Thank you very much for watching the channel. So I'm going to start off today, and we're going to show you the pineapples. If you remember last year, we had planted a bunch of pineapples up here, and the pineapples were small. There was actually no pineapples at the time, no fruit, just the plant itself. So I wanted to start here and show you what that looks like. Okay, so what we have here, you can see how big these pineapples are getting here, or these actual plants. And here is a pineapple that has been growing. And this thing is pretty good size. This is almost what you'll find in a store. That's how big this one is. It's a good size here. And we have one here that's crowning, and that one's doing very well. We have another pineapple over here. That one's doing well. It's a pretty decent size. And here we go. We have another one. This one's starting to turn yellow. So hopefully pretty soon that will be ready. This one's smaller, but that one's doing well. We've got another one over there that's crowning. And then to the left of that, we have another good sized one, a pretty thick one actually. It looks like it has two heads on top, two crowns actually. Never seen that before, but that'll be interesting when we cut that one open. And here we have another smaller pineapple turning yellow, and yet another pineapple there. And we actually planted some more pineapple plants here probably in the early spring, and we wanted to start utilizing the space here. There's another little pineapple, and that's inside a pot. So we just wanted to utilize the space here and plant as many as we can. So sometime here in the next year we'll start seeing some pineapples coming up here. Let's go ahead and take a look around the side of the house here, and we have a bunch more pineapples that have been planted. And as you can see, this here is pineapple row. Planted all of these against the house, and there's only one at the very end here that's actually starting to grow a pineapple, or it's actually already growing. We'll show you that. You can see how these have taken off from last year. And they were very small, and now they're actually getting bigger, and this one here has already started. So we hope to get more pineapples within the next 6 months, so hopefully this will start pushing out some pineapples. So that's what we have here in Pineapple Row. All those. Can't wait to get some more fruit from that. Well, let's go ahead and go on inside the backyard here, and we'll take a look at everything going on. And here is the ice cream bean fruit tree. And the ice cream bean fruit tree, actually this spring, late spring, had some flowers on it, but no fruit. It didn't pollinate, or no fruit set on it, but that's okay. It's the first time I've had flowers on them, and I'm looking forward to next year hopefully getting some fruit off of that. We'll see what happens. Here we go, some potted plants. We have the wax jambu, and this thing has been in a pot since last year. It survived the winter underneath my makeshift greenhouse, but I found out that this has to stay at 66 degrees no less, and so I'm going to have to keep this on the inside. It took a little bit of a beating, but it came right back. This here's a pineapple tree, banana tree, and I got this from a friend of mine. It's a different variety from what I have, and we'll take a look at what we have in the ground later. Same variety here. And this is the Guanabana tree, which has been doing well over the winter time. Kept it in the greenhouse, and it's looking really good. And the mulberry tree has been doing extremely well. We got a bunch of fruit this spring. We did a video on that, and no more fruit right now. We're hoping to get a second yield, but nothing yet. Here is the pomegranate tree. I've gotten 2 big-sized pomegranates off of this, and I've cut them both open, and I did not have a good result on the inside. It wasn't very red. They were still white. Maybe I picked them prematurely. One fell off the tree. I thought it was ready, so I cut it open, and nothing. So we got these protected here in these little mesh things because the squirrels love these. For some reason, the squirrels just love to get at these. Here's another one. Here's the flower. As you can see what it looks like. And when they start to make a fruit, that's what it starts to look like right there. That small one there. So we get a lot of flowers, a lot of fruit. The squirrels do get to some of these, and again, I'm not sure when these are supposed to be cut open. I've tried it twice with no good results, but that's okay. It's still a pretty tree, and I don't mind having it. So let's go ahead inside, and we will take a look at what else is going on here. Here's the sugar apple tree that's in the pot, and this thing has been doing very well. Survived the winter just fine, and lo and behold, we have a sugar apple. There it is. So this one I was expecting maybe to get 4 or 5 on this plant, and I didn't, but that's okay. There's one here in the pot, and I'm okay with that. I have something on it, so that's good. Here's another Guanabana tree, or the soursop, however you want to call it, and this one's doing really good. Nothing happening on that, no flowers yet. And have the Meyer lemon tree here. We got some lemons going on all over the tree, and ponderosa lemon, same thing. It's a big one down there, good sized lemon. Getting a lot off of that. And the finger lime tree here, not a whole lot of flowers. I've had some flowers on it. The tree is healthy, it's doing well, so maybe by next year we'll see. Hopefully that would be nice. Potted fig tree that you're familiar with, showed that last year. And another fig tree. This one's in a pot, and this one's actually putting out some good sized figs for a pot. Not too bad. So that one's doing well. And of course the strawberry guava tree, and we have a bunch of fruit on there, and we're waiting for those to start ripening. Hopefully at some point pretty soon, maybe by the end of July into August, we'll start getting some ripe fruit on the tree. So looking forward to that. Here we have a vine. We have the passion fruit. Now this here's a purple passion fruit, the purple variety, and to be honest with you, we had a yellow variety that put out a bunch of fruit, and for some reason this purple variety has given us some passion fruit, but very few. So I've talked to a friend of mine who is doing missionary work in Africa, who told me that the yellow variety is actually the one that puts out a lot of fruit. So we have another one that we planted down a little ways inside the garden. We'll show you that in a minute. And this here is another pineapple we have. So we have quite a few pineapples that hopefully will soon be ready. And we have some sugar apple trees here and some containers. And then I got about 14 seedlings that I grew. And these are doing really well. And another Guanabana tree right here. And here we go, another pineapple right here. And another pineapple right there. Then another passion fruit vine. This one's like really going crazy over here. And back here we have our banana trees. This is the dwarf Cavendish. And this one here I wanted to show you is putting out a beautiful hand. And this one here, and there we go. That is just beautiful. It's putting out just a really good bunch of bananas there. So we're looking forward to partaking of that soon. So let's go back here, show you a little bit more. Some other ornamentals around here. And here we come to Tropical Fruit Circle. And here, if you remember last year, all these trees were not this big. They have filled out, and we are just like overrun with guavas. When I tell you we have a lot of guavas, we have a ton of guavas. We've just been getting guavas like all over the place. Just everywhere you look, we have guavas in this tree. See if I can find some. There you go. Just plenty of them. So pink guavas, actually. These are the pink variety. So a lot going on in here. I moved several trees out of here to make some more room because it was getting a little bit tight. Suriname cherry tree here. We got cherries off of that in the spring. Nothing's happening with that yet. Again, no second yield. But we did get a bit of a second yield, but not a lot, so maybe more fruit next year. Pink guavas again. Got tons of them all over the place. Just everywhere you look, there's guavas. Here's a better view of a good cluster. I love pink guavas, and I'm not getting tired of them, but we've had plenty of them. Over here, I want to show you the Pickering Mango. And the Pickering Mango, we have about 7. Yeah, we have 7 Pickering Mangoes. I'm protecting them here in these plastic containers to keep any of the animals from getting to them. So I'm going to do a video here real soon as my first Pickering is ready. I got to eat one of them last year. I didn't get a chance to do a video, but the Pickering is a very good tasting mango. It ranks high on the flavor list, and it's also a medium to small size mango tree, and therefore you can put it in a container or in a tight spot. It doesn't require a lot of room. So here we go again for the another purple passion fruit vine on the fence here. This thing again, the vine is just growing like tremendously, but not getting a whole lot of fruit. And here's the Mexican guava tree, and just a ton of fruit on that too. We've been getting a lot off of that also. So Mexican guavas are pretty delicious. They're maybe not as desirous as the pink guava, but I like them all. Guavas, period, are just good fruits. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look. Let us go inside. And we're going to make our way here into the main garden, which is now also called Fruit Tree Way. So here we are in Fruit Tree Way. Let us go in. Here we have in front of us is the Blue Java banana tree, also known as the ice cream banana tree. And this one was planted about in October. This thing has taken off and has done very well. We cannot wait to get these bananas a batch off of there because they are the very good tasting bananas. Alright, here we go. Here's a persimmon tree, and this tree gave us actually a fair amount of flowers, but actually no fruit set. They all fell off, which is okay. This is a very young tree, and it's only been in the ground a short time, so I'm fertilizing it, get the trunk thicker, and hopefully next year we may get some fruit off of this. I'm almost sure we will. Peach tree here has produced a really good amount. We did a video on that, so nothing changed here. We got a lot of peaches this last time, and tree's only been in the ground a couple of years, so next year we plan to get a good amount of peaches off of that also. Alright, here we go. The sugar apple tree. And we have sugar apples in here. Here we go. Yes, there it is. The prized sugar apple. I love these fruits. As you know, it's my favorite. We've got quite a few on here. Well, not quite a few, that's not true. We have about maybe 7 or 8 on here total in different spots. And can't wait to get the fruit off of these. It's going to take a little bit longer for them to get at a good size. But this thing is produced well for the most part, being that it's a young tree. There's another one here. Get that. There we go. And we've got more. We've got more scattered along here. But we'll move on here. Here's another banana tree. The first one you saw in the pot outside. I think they're a pineapple banana tree. I'm not sure the variety. My friend's not sure either. But the pineapples... I'm sorry, the bananas have like a pineapple taste to them, kinda. So if you've ever heard of those, or if you know what I'm talking about, you can make a comment, let me know. But so I've got that now. I've got 3 varieties now. I've got this one, I've got the blue Java, and the dwarf Cavendish. So I'm working with 3. I removed a bunch of bananas from Tropical Fruit Circle where the guava trees were. And as you can see, I've got more banana trees. I've put all the dwarf Cavendish ones all around. And just planted different ones all over now. I'm just trying to expand with the banana trees. They're just so easy to grow, and they put out bananas really good. Now here is the Barbados cherry tree that used to be in Tropical Fruit Circle, squeezed in by the Suriname cherry tree. I moved it over here in the springtime, and it's taken very well. We've already got cherries off it, and as you can see now, there's a bunch of flowers on here. A lot of flowers right now, and this seems to be doing really well. It's happy in this spot, and it was a success moving it. I want to show you here a pineapple guava, or better known as the Feijoa. Now this here has put out flowers this year, the most flowers I've ever had on this tree, and only one fruit though. This is it right here. I'm showing you the one fruit we have. And I can't wait to taste that. I'm hoping this comes to fruition and gets bigger and I can actually taste that. But the tree gave a lot of flowers this year, but that's the only fruit that we have. This fig tree is doing really well here. We've got different spots. Got some figs on here. There's one here. We've got bunches up here. See if we can find those. Different spots. I can get the camera right here. Yeah, so we got figs on here all over. I can't find them right now with my camera, but they are there. And if you remember last year, this area, the fig trees, the Jujube tree, the papaya tree I have in there now, a starfruit tree, everything was kind of small. Nothing was very big at the time, but everything here now has taken off and really gotten big. Bunch of figs on this one. These are Magnolia Figs, and we've been getting these now, so we've been eating a lot of fruit off of this lately. And see these little ones here, and this one's been giving us figs lately, so we've been eating off of that. This one here is a white Marsalis. And what I noticed about the white varieties, and maybe it's just true for Central Florida, these take a while to start giving fruit. Maybe a couple, 3 or 4 years, but this one has 1 fruit on it, and it's doing well. Another Cavendish, dwarf Cavendish banana tree there. And let's take a look. Here's a starfruit tree, and we got some good flowers on here right now. We've gotten a few starfruit off it, but nothing, not a lot yet. So we're looking forward maybe here shortly to start getting some more fruit off the starfruit tree. Another fig tree. I think this one's also a Magnolia, and this one's got figs on it. So we're getting a good amount of figs this year. Pineapple tree is doing really well. Got a good amount of papayas going on that. So that one's doing good. Here's a guava tree, and no fruit on that. Nothing going on, maybe next year or by the winter time. And here's the Jujube tree, and this tree is a spreader. This thing likes to spread out. And we found 2 fruit on this late in the fall, and I didn't get a chance to do a video, but I got to taste them, and they're really good tasting fruits. And I'm hoping this year shortly we'll start to get well, we have blooms on it now, and see if we get any fruit set again, which we should at least get something, and then I can show you the fruit and do another video on that. So let's make our way out here back into Fruit Tree Way and take a look at some of the changes that were made. I planted 2 new papaya trees here probably about a month and a half ago, maybe a little bit longer, and those are doing really good. So let's take a look here. Got some pineapple plants in the pots here, and then here we have another guava tree in the corner, and this seems to be doing pretty well in this spot. And there is the yellow variety of the passion fruit. We planted that one, and now we're hoping that this is doing well. It's real healthy. We're hoping to get some fruit off of that. And some more banana trees, dwarf Cavendish there. Another pineapple growing in the pot there. And then next to that we have sugar apple tree. More pineapple and another sugar apple tree. If you remember these sugar apple trees last year, they were pretty small, and they've grown pretty good. They've taken off. They're very healthy. They look good. And so I'm looking forward in the future, hopefully they'll make it through the winter, and we'll be in business with more sugar apples. Here's another fig tree that was moved from the area where I just came out of, where the Jujube tree was. It wasn't doing well in there, so I moved it out here, and it seems to have taken off really good. So it's really healthy, and now it's really starting to take off. More banana trees, and I think I never shown this one, was the olive tree. Got to do more research on that and pay more attention to it. It's kind of like the stepchild tree that gets no attention, so I have to start doing some homework on that, see if I can get that to produce. Got more pineapples here in the pots, as you can see, and they're taking off. And right here another one, and here we have 2 of the girls. That's Lucy and Stella. Lucy and Stella are just pecking around. And then we have inside the coop Scarlet, and she's eating right now. So they're going to do their thing. Okay. She doesn't like to be on camera, she's shy. Okay, so here we have another guava tree. This one I moved, and this seemed to be having some issues where it was. And now I've got it here, it's doing a little bit better. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that there or not. I may take that out and replace it with something else. But this here's another fig tree that seems to be doing very well, and producing some figs. This one I moved from Tropical Fruit Circle where you saw the big pink guava trees. It was in there, it was getting crowded, so I moved it out here and it's done well. It's taken off really good. And we have a sugar apple tree there and sugar apple tree here, and we do have a sugar apple on here. See if I can find that for you. And there it is. The prized sugar apple, another one. There it is. Yes, so this one's given us, this is one of the newer trees. It's produced one, which is a good sign, so that's good. We hope next year. And show you some of that. Oh, we got a flower over here. Show you what that is here, if I can find it. Get that here. Yeah, right there. That's the flower. So, as you can see, we made some changes. This is where the wood deck used to be, and we took that down, and I wanted to just make room for more trees, which I did. I put them all on the corners here, and everything's doing good. Opened up the space, give me more space to work and walk in, and so that's it. We have done a lot of changes, and we've had a lot of fruit this season. We started off with the loquats, the mulberries. We had a couple of star fruit left over, and we had some guavas that we were eating, and the peaches, and now we've been eating off of some figs, and waiting for some more figs from the other trees, and we're going to be starting to eat some of the pineapples here shortly, and hopefully some bananas, and looking forward to those sugar apples. I cannot wait until those sugar apples are ready. I'm so excited that I have at least a dozen of them or so. So that's it. That's the second tour, a year and 2 months later, and I hope you enjoyed that, and feel free to leave comments. I promise that I will start responding to the comments again here shortly. Have some free time here lately, so I'll get back on that and start doing that. And just think about it, you know, God has given us a creation, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful to look close up at God's creation and to see with our own eyes just the marvel of fruit trees and how they start from a flower and give us fruit. To me, it shows intelligent design there. There's a creator who created everything, and it's the God of the universe and his son Jesus Christ, the only Savior. So thank you for tuning in and for watching the video, and any questions, feel free to leave them on the comment section. I will get back to you, and until then, start growing and be blessed.